Hello, if anyone is here. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, there we go. I had a problem with my mic. Ooh, the markets are moving. We've got our list of coins to go through today. We've got to hunt those green P&Ls. Thursdays is a day that I don't normally trade. It's normally a day of relaxation. And just see what happens, because Thursdays are full of fuckery. And River is a clear example of that. I don't know how it. Not sure if I've got it on today's list. River, where are you? No, I don't have it on this list. But what I've always found is that Thursdays are a day of games. Let's just say games. When these manipulated S coins that people are shorting and chasing up shorting, they will get this relief. Look at this. This move down here. It's 32% drop. That's huge. So we made some profit on River the other day when we were shorting it. Hitting our trend lines here. Coming down to this trend line. I don't know why that trend line was there, but it is. Let's choose a different indicator, because I can put up some different time frame ribbons. Just give it a little bit of time, see if people are going to join today. Okay, so got some more colors on the screen, some different time frames. I've got these 8 indicators here today. I've got the trend line long beta. Hello, pretending to work. Oh, yo, what's up, bro? What kind of work are you getting up to today? Okay, you get so many I get so many kick spammers in here. I don't know if it's worth doing this. I'm doing this multi-stream thing at the moment where you can like stream on multiple platforms, but I don't think it's really worth it, as kick is just bots. Clinical. What is this, like university stuff or something like that? Right, let's fade the music out. Got some music today. I've got this free trial of StreamYard Pro. I don't know how to do this. Oh, here we go. Fade it out. Let's just keep it low. Let's just keep it low like that. Okay, right then. Well, if you're pretending to work, then you might have some time to find some trades today. So, as I said, I've got all these indicators on. They're pretty much all the same sort of thing. Some are for longing, some are for shorting. Today I've got my long trend line on, and I've put the date in the future, so it's not got all stuff on the screen, but on some altcoins I will pull it back to see how it can be improved, because it's a beta thing. But today is a market scan, so today's ultimate goal is to sift through the shit altcoins, the shit coins, and find some trades today to make some money, because, you know, we've got bills to pay, we've got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. If you know, you know. Let's just try and change this thing because I can't see my crosshair. Okay. I've gone for the white background today as well. Right. So we're going to kick it off with what has been going on financial markets. Trump has been doing his tariff things again, you know, rolling back tariffs. Freedom isn't free. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Is that what it said? Freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free. Nah, surely that song said there ain't nothing in this world for free. No, I can't hold back, you know. Okay. So the US 500, let's take it out on a daily. We bounced off this OB long area very nicely, and it was a nice area to take profits if you were in a short, but that is pretty nice. Now it's retesting the daily, and it's also coming up to this OB bid area short. Now on the US 500, it's not a proven strategy. I've not really tested it out, but you can look back in history and you can see some areas where excuse me, where you could see that it worked off for a quick trade. Here's one where you got this box here and it rejected halfway, came back to the daily, retested the daily and broke above it, which was a nice trade. We've also got this huge one along here, which is not really one actually, it's actually more like this level here, which it stayed in and bounced around, and you could have profited. And you can see this purple line on a lower time frame. I just want to show you the purple line. I'm pretty sure that's the 4-hour time frame there, and it's bouncing around the 4 hours. So what we're going to be doing today is watching the S&P 500 in this box really on a 4-hour time frame, on a lower time frame, and see how it does. Because right now it's managed to stay above the ribbon. It's bullish at the moment. It's getting above the daily, so it's still showing that it's bullish, but it has got some levels to overcome. You can see these two up here, the halfway mark, and even quite a bit of resistance, to be honest. Even where it is at right now is resistance. If you were to look at this line here and up to about here is some resistance. So if the S&P 500 starts rejecting here, then we're going to see it affect crypto and everything as well. The UK 100. Oh, okay. So again, this is gapped up. I don't really understand the gaps in this too much. I'm not a traditional markets kind of guy, but we broke back below the 1 hour, bounced off the 4 hour, currently inside the 1 hour. I want to see this go so much lower. I still have a position in this. I took most of my profits all on this way down here from up here, and this was one of my best trades of the year actually so far. Was in up here, scaling in up here, and then gapped on here. I took some profits here, and then I took a lot of profits down here. But I want to see it come lower because it didn't even touch the daily yet. But where it needs to go, it really needs to go down to the weekly. But the way that this candle is forming, it's got 1 day. We will see. It's actually saying that it's hit the daily on this time frame, which is strange because it doesn't say that on the other ones. But yeah, the weekly is calling for this. Yo, what's up, Mohammed? Good to see you in here, man. Hopefully you can share some altcoin magic. We've got to try and get through them quick today because it's 1:40, and you know, at about 2:30 we need to be focused in, ready to trade. The other day, I got to apologize, guys. I was a bit early on my longs the other day. It was in the right area, but with such high leverage, you have to be quite precise. And on that day, I got it wrong. I actually had a bit of a red day that day, and I was really hoping to show some nice green P&Ls and make some nice money, but instead we lost a little bit of money, and instead of having a nice green day. But those days happen, you know. Got a bit ahead of myself. We can make up for it today. So Mohammed, I was just going over the S&P 500 here. Oh, sorry, this is the UK 100. Potentially shaping up to short. It's actually into the 1 hour right now, but it's a Thursday and weird stuff happens on a Thursday. I don't normally trade Thursdays, but it can be a bit volatile to the direction that you're not sure of. And I was just saying with the S&P 500, it is trying to get above the daily. We've got that OB bid that we talked about in the Telegram group. Yep, DCA short in US 500. Yeah, I would say that's probably a good move, to be honest. So am I. My position at the moment is in the red, I think. Yeah, small in the red. But I've got bids higher up. And I don't really want to see it get above this middle line here, to be honest. And I want to see it stay in the body of this candle. But we'll see what happens. You know, Trump might come out with something weird. Like, notice yesterday he's saying something about backtracking on US tariffs or like getting Greenland. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. All we got to do is look at the chart. Right. So if we are thinking that the S&P 500 could pop up a little bit here, it's above the 1 hour. It's above the 1 hour and it's bouncing up here on the 15 minutes. It's respecting the 15 minute at the moment. It's got a bit of a trend going on. It's literally at the trend now. Then if this starts to break down, then that would be good for altcoin shorts. And I've got my altcoin list ready. Let's just look at silver real quick. Silver on a 4 hour. You can't really classify this as an OB bid because it didn't close underneath the ribbon, but it is respecting that area at the moment. On a 1 hour time frame though, this is quite a nice cluster here. I would call it a cluster because it's just all these candles are kind of engulfing each other. This one is not very clean. This is the clean candle above it, but then when you look behind it, there's quite a cluster going on. You got this trend line coming down. So silver, I'm not sure what's going to happen with silver, but at the moment it's looking like you could have got a good position up here with a short. It's currently closed below the 1 hour. It's inside the 4 hour ribbon. I would say with this, if it goes below the 4 hour, then maybe we could visit the daily down here, which would line up with this support and line up with this support. So it's something to consider. A short on silver, the unthinkable thing, because this thing is actually being a monster at the moment. We've not had a third touch on this trend line yet, so maybe we could see a pop up to here, get over 100, pull in a lot of people, get a wick up, and then have a dump down to this area down here. I'm not sure. I don't think that's going to happen today, but over the next week or so, we could see that. Right. And obviously this trade that everybody's waiting for as well is it's the yen trade, which is shorting the USD yen on what's it called, on Prime XBT. Yeah, it went complete altcoin mode. It did, didn't it? It actually, silver went crazy, and our Lord and Savior was talking about it for years. And this, I follow so many silver bugs on YouTube, and I just always thought to myself, why would you be buying silver when you could buy Bitcoin? Yeah, good idea, Mohammed. That's what is the trade. I think that will be a great trade. And the targets for that are going to be... I mean, this could be huge. It could be huge. I wonder what MW is thinking. Like, where is he thinking it's going to head to? I need to... I really need to chart this one at some point. Because of... I want to understand what I'm looking at. I'm not very good at the traditional stuff, but I want to get a nice short on... Yeah, me too. I was holding cash for alt season, so I didn't buy silver. Left my ass off. Yeah. Silver was the play. The boomers literally are laughing so much right now. They are laughing at us fucking crypto guys. Crypto is a joke these days. Okay, anyway. Last thing I want to look at. PAX G on the hourly. Things are getting tight. Things are getting tight. It's spiked up. The 4 hour is just below, so we could see a wick down to the 4 hour. Maybe chill around here, let the 4 hour come to it and bounce up higher. MW has said that he is bearish, and he said that very clearly that he is bearish on Bitcoin. So might be time to dip into our cold storage wallets. Right, I'm using the wrong chart here. Not enough. What's it called? I think NW's plan with yen is long term, and he will tell us when to profit, just like silver. Yeah, true. So he just wants to get the best position that he can, really. That's what he's looking for on that. He's wanting to accumulate. I mean, if you look at silver, all these silver bugs were talking, oh my god, the biggest cup and handle in years. The biggest cup and handles spanning like 10 years or something like that. Oh my god. Look at it. Cup and handle. Give me a pen. The cup and the handle, and then the move up over. Big cup and handle that. So that's a huge move, isn't it? Even if you got on this, so it had this double top back in 2011 when none of us were probably investing or anything. And then COVID. This was the COVID crash, I reckon. Around here. Seven times your money. MW openly speaking around here. But you can see how it plays out. I mean, even this on a monthly. You can see the market structure. On these higher time frames, like bid this area. If you're patient, you can get a great position down here. You've got up here. I don't think it even retested that. Oh, because it's actually, look, it's actually right here. Right. So it closed below here. So it didn't really close above and then retest. Don't know what happened in that month, but this candle would have been to me, okay, it's closed over the 50% line. Let's go. Yeah, 7x is good, isn't it? But in altcoin world, we are used to like back in the day, we used to like 50x, 100x. And yeah, the silver bugs are really calling for much higher prices. To be honest, I've seen them saying over 200 because silver's like used in all this AI stuff, and I don't know. It's one of them trades that you wish you were in. Anyway, there's plenty more fish in the sea for me. And USDT dominance. What's going on here? So this, I'm not sure if this is the right thing. Let me just see if there's something else. Is this the right thing? I swear this is not the right thing. I don't know. Anyway, this is saying on a monthly, we got this box up here. On a weekly, we're above the weekly. We're trying to get above this level. On a daily, look at this range. And lastly, this is actual lastly Bitcoin, and Bitcoin looks in like a bit weak today. The daily resistance is here. I don't. Can't get onto certain trading bots that I've got. Okay, we'll just put this one on. Right, so here you can see we are in this OB long area. Let's get this start date moved out of the way. Yeah, so we're in this OB long area. The red line is the daily. This is not a very clean indicator, this one. I don't really like the colors of it. Okay, whatever. Let's just leave it. Right. So it's looking a bit weak. It's just looking, it's rejecting right now off something. It's rejecting inside the 4 hour, is it? I can't use this. I can't use this, man. We're going to keep this on, but I'll just take the labels off, actually. Labels get off. Okay, we've cleaned this up. Let's find some fucking money. So the 4 hour, we are underneath. We're kind of rejecting. It's not looking too hot. The daily is above. It's not looking too nice for Bitcoin right now, I'm going to be honest. The 1 hour is not even, it's struggling to get over that. It was holding the 1 hour for a while. I had a bit of hope. But now it's not looking too hot at all. We might have some hope down here in this little cluster along this 50% line again. Could be tested again. So we'll see. If the US 500 as well is approaching this area for shorting, then this is probably going to be coming up to an area for shorting as well. So yeah, it seems like today my bias is going to be shorting, to be honest. But we do need to just be wary to short. We are going to enter up into this area. So before that, we might have a bit of manipulation up and then the short. Because this could literally stay in this box for a couple days. Maybe over through the weekend. I think Fridays can be a pump day. Friday could be a pump day. Over the weekend, Trump could do some faggery. He might, like, I don't know, do some crypto shit or do something weird. And when traditional markets are closed, it could affect the crypto market. So we will see over the weekend. But a lot of the trades that I have running, like this UK 100 one, I've got my stop loss to break even. I've shaved most of my profits. And I am thinking of adding more. Also, the DAX. The thing is, on Prime XBT, I get confused. I really do get confused. And I struggle to track my trades a lot more over there. And there's so many different tickers and all this sort of stuff. So the DAX as well is inside the hour, inside the 4 hour and inside the daily. So this could be lining up for a short as well. But it has tested support down here. Maybe it will come down, retest this support again. But this was a nice trade on the 13th. I was away on the 13th, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's just simple stuff, isn't it? It really is simple stuff. It's just literally a trend line. Trend line, support, resistance, ribbons. That's it. That's all you need. You can be financially free. Financial freedom. This has broken. It's gone up for a retest. So yeah, this could actually be worth shorting in this area. But the weekly is not too far, and the monthly, if we are going into a period of disgustingness and bearishness, then this trend line could be cooling. Yeah, they got the German 30, yeah. But it's just, man, I don't like putting too much money on Prime XPT, and I just don't really like trading on it, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the contracts. This partnership that MW has cannot come soon enough. Alright, let's go to the altcoins anyway. This has covered this. I'm going to start. So let's just do a quick summary. I'm going to start getting a position on the yen trade. Silver, I probably won't be short in it yet. Just because it's massive. It's not actually massive. This is actually quite small, but I think because it's a smaller market, they can manipulate it up. Maybe up to this trend line. The DAX could be in an area to short right now. USDT dominance poking up. Bitcoin trying to hold this 1 hour time frame. I have seen this formation before. This reminds me of back in April. I had a really nice position on ETH and Bitcoin back in April, and it was just holding above the here. It was just holding above the indicator really nicely, and it did a little sweep below, and then it sent up here. High low, boom, up. Riding up the 4 hour. So let's go look at some altcoins, see what to trade. In my mind, I am kind of leaning bearish, but it's not like a crazy bearishness, because we are holding this area, and the US 500 is probably going to poke up into this area, and that's where we can DCA into our shorts, but it must go up first to come back down. And you don't know, it could break up past this area. So I think the shorts will print maybe over the weekend, but I can't say for sure. Maybe short next week, maybe for now long, I'm not sure. Let's just see what the charts give us. Let's go panning for gold on these altcoins then. Right, Pepe, kicking off on Pepe, not getting above the 4 hour. Oh Christ, my neck. I got some back issues as well. I know MW's got some back issues too at the moment. I've got some back issues. Christ. Let's go. Okay, so Pepe on the 1 hour it broke above and it's come back below. It's rejected off the 4 hour. This is a huge red candle. It's kind of engulfing this area. I don't want to be catching knives. If Pepe can start getting above the 15 minute, the 1 hour and the 4 hour, then I'll be a bit more interested. I'll put an alert on this area up here. Down here, maybe as we go into this darker area here, we could see a trade on Pepe. ZRO, layer 0. Give me a high time frame. Straight on a daily. Wow, this one's really been moving up nicely. Been moving very nicely. We have a potential short up in this area. It's been riding the 4 hour very nicely. We've got this trend line here that my trend line indicator is pointing out. I don't know why it does this. It should be hugging up like this. And let's take it to a 1 hour for potential areas for support. So yeah, we've got a potential area down here of support. Maybe it could retest the daily. I would probably be interested in the daily. I'm not too keen on trying to get a long up here. The moves kind of happened. If you wanted to long this, the long was at much lower prices. Going through these altcoins as well. If anyone has any altcoin ideas, then or altcoins that they want to look at, just let me know. So yeah, maybe another daily touch would be nice. But this daily touch was your best entry on this coin. But a short can be loading up here. I'm not sure of the market cap. I'm not sure of the funding rates, etc. Layer 0. Today we are going green for our potentials. Right, I'm a bit gutted about this one, but it looks like it's retraced at the daily and at this little trend line. If the volume starts to pick up, this could be a good coin to trade. It's struggling though at the moment to get over the daily and to get over this resistance. But I think the other day, I don't know if I've got so we've got this here which we charted the other day. I pointed out this level here. We actually ran below it, which I got stopped out of, and I broke my rules were hit for the day, free losing trades, and I like to just stop trading because otherwise you get tilted. But had I managed to actually catch this wick underneath, it would have been a lovely trade for, let's say, my zone up to my target zone. A nice 10% move on some high leverage. That would have been a great trade and good money. But now it's retracing. It's at the daily. It has actually closed above the daily on lower time frames. The 4 hour is sitting underneath it with a bit of support. So we could see Pendle go to higher prices. It is putting in a higher low. It has put in a higher low already. So I'm still watching Pendle. Obviously I don't FOMO in at high prices. But yeah, I do kind of like Pendle still. On the daily, it's tapping on this daily. It wants to break this trend line. Well, I would like it to break this trend line. We've got this little area of support on lower time frames. This is where I like to see OB bids, supports hold, and trend lines hold, because we've also got a trend line here. So I think this trend line here on a 1 hour time frame is lining up with this box here, and this purple ribbon is the 4 hour time frame. I think maybe bidding this area right down to the bottom of this 4 hour here could be good. Could have potential. Let me turn I've got a trend line indicator that automatically trades for you in beta at the moment. That's currently the indicator that I have on. But where it's in beta, it's got a few labels and all this sort of stuff. I need to turn on the trend line. It will show me the trend line in green. So the bright green trend line is, so this bright green trend line is where my bot would try and pick up a trade if it gets hit as well. So coming up soon, Pendle, and I would say your stop loss could go. So this is the bottom of the 4 hour. All you would have to do is put your stop loss down at the bottom here. Let's make this red. So DCA in this area, and then your stop loss is here. Or if you want to just bid the top of a 4 hour, or what you could do is come down into this level, wait, and drop it down onto a lower time frame and watch for a 15-minute close above and all this sort of stuff. Okay. So again, I have built a bot that would do all that. So this area is to watch. I want it to get testing in this area and then get above the 15-minute again and start riding up. But it's looking a bit bearish at the moment, so don't rush into any trades. Just keep an eye on this 1 hour time frame. And yeah, the 4 hour, we have got a 4 hour trend line as well underneath, which could bring us right back down to this box for a test of this box again. So I wouldn't be rushing into the Pendle trade. You could get lower prices for a long. This trend line does look quite strong on a 4 hour time frame. So if we do get like a dump, a wick dump, you might get a nice fill on this trend line here. I'm going to draw this trend line in a bit thicker. Let's do a dashed. Okay, so that's Pendle. Sand, again, another one that we covered yesterday. And I think I had some break-even trades on this one yesterday, but it's popped up. It's actually closed above this area, which is probably a 1 hour OB. Yeah, it's a 1 hour OB. It's sitting inside right now. It's sitting inside with a trend line here. Is currently at, if this can hold here, this is an area to long, but you are long in high. It's not like you're long in the breakout. So again, it's not really one. Do you insert multiple orders like that in case? So one at 1 hour trend line and one at 4 hour trend line on Pendo? No, I don't. I set alerts and I watch, because I think by setting trades you can forget about them, and you know you're not going to manage the trade. If I put a trade up and then later on I'm not at the charts, I'm not at the screen, then I'm not going to manage the trade. And also with these S coins, the wicks can be unreal. So sometimes it's better to wait, see your alert get sent off, and then a lot of the time you will see it get retested in that area, so you can bid that area as well. You don't FOMO in, because like look at this range here on sand. It comes down, it gets above the ribbon here, it comes back down, retest the OB long area, you could get an entry there, and then you would shave profits, maybe put your stop loss to break even when it gets back above. and then you would get stopped out at break even again, and then it goes like this again. But this has happened throughout a whole day. Like, you can't manage this the whole day. Usually what I do is I just try and get in when I'm at the screen, and then I just try and take my profits for the day and get out and leave like 50% running, 20% running, because you can't realistically trade this whole thing for the whole day. You're gonna have no life. Like, how are you meant to go from let's say here we break above until the next break up, and then to where we are now? 59 bars, 2 days, 11 hours. You can't really manage that too well. Your only thing you could do is like put a range at the bottom like this, and then just put bids in this area and take profits up this area, but no one really does that. I would just say, what I would say is just be at the screen. You can set orders for an area that you like, that you think it's going to approach while you're at the screen. But if you're going to leave the screen for the day, unless you're confident in that trade, just close the order and then just don't trade it unless you're at the screen. Because the worst thing is coming back to loads of L's and your account being down low because you put some orders in that you wanted to work out. So that's sand. Plus, we don't know what's going to happen with the US 500. These altcoins, if something bad goes down, it's just gonna wick through everything and then probably bounce back up, and it's just pure pain. Right, so that's sand. AXS as well. I know whatever's going on with Salsa and her little group, they are loving this coin at the moment. So this one is up in an area of my ultimate shorting area, but it's looking strong. It's closing up high. I think I did this on... yeah, it's on a weekly. No, it isn't. It's on a daily. Right, so depending on how this closes today, depends on if it's going to break above this. And if we do see the drop today, then this could be a good area to start shorting this coin. But we do have these higher areas up here. Could be another good shorting target. On AXS, this has no reason to be up. No one is playing this game. But it is doing a bit of a dance. And right now it is... trying to break out. It's bouncing off of a 1 hour time frame. And look at this. It has broken above this OB and retested. See that? It has broken above the OB, retested because the 1 hour time frame is inside the OB. Near enough, right at the 50% line. It's bounced up, retested it again, and it's trying again. So yeah, AXS looking quite strong up here. You could maybe do something crazy and long this up here and put a stop loss underneath the 1 hour, just underneath the 1 hour, maybe underneath the 50% line of this OB. Seems to be holding it quite well. That's a 5% drop, so you would just keep your size small on that, and you could get a OB. You got a stop loss area. Maybe wait for price to come down a little bit. See how it does on this 15 minute, but it's looking like it's going to close and maybe ramp up as we go into 2:30, 3 o'clock. We don't know. I think I'm expecting volatility around that time. I am expecting some volatility. Okay, greenie on AXS, mana. Bit of a different story on mana. In the 1 hour, it has actually closed above this 50% line on the OB bid. Oh, huge green though. I couldn't say for sure on this one. Got this trend line here. We've got this trend line target above and this resistance above. Testing some support now. The aim of the game is to get as close to the 1 day as possible. Well, this has been tested so much. Or get as close as you can to support. I don't know what volume is going on in this one today. It's at the 1 hour. I'm not seeing the trend line up. I can maybe see, I don't know if you've heard of that thing where they say like it crosses the creek and retests the creek or something like that on Wyckoff stuff. But this could be an area here to bid on this, and it's kind of lining up with this 4 hour here. So what's it called? I swear it's called like crossing the creek or something like that. Jumping the river, testing the creek. If you know, let me know, but something like that. Maybe down here you could take a little stab, and you could put a little stop loss down below, just where you're comfortable, how much you're comfortable losing a little bit of money on a 2% move, and then target up. You could target literally up here, this resistance up here. You could get a nice 22% move. So this is why I don't trade Thursdays as well. I normally work out on a Thursday afternoon at about 5 o'clock. And what I used to find was that was the time when volatility would kick in, and I would be working out, so I couldn't do it. And in the day you would catch a nice short, but then it would quickly reverse. So it looks like the shorts are kind of playing out now. I would start getting ready about 5 o'clock. So as we go into 5, 6 o'clock, maybe down here, the reversal will happen. And that would kind of line up with the S&P 500 and Bitcoin as well, how they're looking at the moment, because they're testing some areas now where some fuckery wants to happen. So lower prices, things are kind of lining up for that today, like a spike down, then maybe a reversal at 5 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock UK time is what I usually find. Gala, this is a gaming coin as well, I think. Not sure on the volume. Big engulfing ready, rejecting off the 4 hour. Anything nice to see? Not really anything nice to see. You just want to see it get above the 1 hour, get above the daily. No, not every day. Not every day, no. Thursdays. Something about Thursdays. Fartcoin. Okay, Fartcoin got above the daily, so this is showing a trend line area here as well. But we do have a area down here, quite a large area. Got above, tested. It's at trend line area right now. Let's see what my bot would have done in this situation. My bot would have got this position right now. I'm not too confident on this one, to be honest. But it's at a trend line. All you can really say is really, okay, I'll put my stop loss under here maybe. And you're looking from here down to here. Nah, that's huge. You can't do that. That's huge. And if you do that, you got low leverage. Another long position would have been caught on this lower time frame by the bot. That would have been a nice one. 5 o'clock yesterday. Yeah, what's up, Elijah? Yeah, Altcoin is a bit of a bigger market cap as well, isn't it? Well, it's like it's chopping. This area is kind of being defended, but it's only been down here since Sunday. And this has kind of swept the low here. So in my mind, I'm trying to think into the future now. I'm trying to think what would happen. What would happen at about 5 or 6 o'clock down here? Maybe another retest down to here and then up. Not too sure on Altcoin. I've not looked at the volume on it. But things are set in a range. A range is being established. You can say that for certain. A range is being established. Whether or not we get a huge move out of that range is to be determined, because this has got to go all the way through till the weekend maybe for a big move up. Elijah, are you looking at any coins? I know you like to chart a few altcoins. Plasma is coming up to a trend line touch now on the 1 hour. That's going to lead us till 2:30. I don't know how. Oh, it got up here. I thought it got this. No, it got this trend line on the way down. This bot caught a nice move here on this trend line. This one is the trend line bot. It's in beta still. Wait, no, it would have come from here. So I would have caught that move. This one is programmed to have one touch and then the second touch, and then the third touch is the entry on the trend line. Yeah, Elijah's chart, they are art, aren't they? He's got very clean charts, and I think he's quite young as well. Elijah, how old are you? Because you got some nice charts. I think it'd be nice to have you just like charting some of the best coins of the day. I think Plasma is looking quite nice. It's coming up to this trend line here, but there is this lower trend line here, if you see. Got a little secret trend line, and we've also got this, let's just say this area here for a retest. Let's look at some other stuff. Let's take a look here. Okay, Plasma might be one of the trades to actually take if we can see some information. Slightly red funding rates, bit of a mixture. Things are quite low for Plasma though. Yeah, there's not really too much going on Plasma. The open interest, Binance and Hyperliquid. Okay. It's getting half of its volume, half of its market cap volume though, which is quite a bit of a pickup actually. Slightly above average, but also not really. This week No, it's not too crazy, but the volume is slightly picking up and it's at low prices. So I'm going to watch Plasma. I think Plasma has potential in this range. Again, is it doing that creek thing, whatever it is? Maybe keep an eye on this one. Get rid of these that we can't see. ARPA, we charted this the other day. It's coming down to these levels that we marked. It had a a coin that I've been watching actually is IOTA. I've just got an alert go off for IOTA on my other device. Oh my god. Where's IOTA? IOTA is looking different. Oh, do you know, I hate it when Blowfin. Do you guys get it when Blowfin like stalls out and the chart does not update? Yeah, IOTA. This one, again, my indicator would have caught a nice long down here. We have this trend line where it's currently at right now, at the bottom of the OB, but it's not looking too hot, to be honest. But as we go into later, down here could be a good area to bid. And we have this trend line on IOTA as well. So IOTA, I'm going to mark you up. I'm going to mark you green. Oh, fuck's sake. Not too good with this stuff. IOTA. Brilliant. It's not the chart I was looking at. Where are you? Oh, I'm going to have to find that. Probably on Blowfin. Well, for fuck's sake. IOTA, you saw where I had it. I don't know what chart that was on. Maybe someone could rewind 5 seconds for me and tell me what exchange I was using on that then. Maybe I can do that. Wow, I have something in the way. I have something in the way on the chart so we can't actually see. Wait. IOTA Bybit. Crisis averted. Should be this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, so IOTA is getting into levels that is probably worth, you know, starting to get a position maybe. The difference between here, you could... Yeah, so you could do like 2% underneath there and then a stop loss around this area and then try again down here if you wanted to. But I'm actually going to start scaling into a little position on IOTA right now. Just a small little one. I'm going to do exactly what I said there. I'm going to just go 2%, so this level. Oh god, it's not letting me copy and paste the price. What am I saying? I said about here, didn't I? 5.5. It's a bit outside my time zone, but it's okay. I think this is definitely the optimal area down here. But the fact that it's coming to the bottom of this 4 hour and this trend line is lining up to me for a trade to win a lot, as if we get up to the daily, that's a good trade, and lose a little, because I think the ratio, that's quite a good ratio on that. If we were to take this trade from like literally right here, we target up here and we put our stop loss about here, that's a 4-to-1 ratio. This blue line is good support though, really, isn't it? But the trend line's good as well. Got a couple trend lines. This one's just a small position. This could be some, this is just like lunch money. $9.5. So we're keeping an eye on that. That position will hopefully get triggered. It's still, at the moment, still a market, or it's still a limit order. So if this does not come back down, then I won't get filled on this. But I'm not going to FOMO. We're just going to see what happens. Let that play out. So that's actually going to be active now. That's sitting, waiting to be go. Yeah, Elijah, you got some real nice artwork on your charts. You really do. I don't know how you do it, bro. It's nice. Right, where did we get to? Oh yeah, I was on this one, ARPA. I put these green arrows over here the other day, and it's bounced off the 4 hour so nicely. Look at that, off the 4 hour purple ribbon. You could have got a really nice trade there the other day. You could have shaved some profits, and to the top 16%. Let's be conservative. You probably could have got a 10% quite easily out of that trade. I don't think I even took that. I think after I lost my free trades, I just got off the charts for the day. I couldn't be fucked, even though I knew it was going to be a good day. I just didn't want to get tilted, you know. But now we're coming down to the daily. A daily retest could provide a stronger bounce. Is ARPA still getting volume? That's what we need to know. And has ARPA got some funding rate things going on? Yeah, so still negative funding rates on ARPA, and give me some good news, $57 million in volume going through it. So as we move into 3 o'clock, I think, look how tight of a bid you could have here on the daily, and it kind of lines up with this area here, this little red chunker. You've got an OB bid. No, I can't really call that an OB bid. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yep. So I think this will be a support sort of play. So we can put in support across there, which I've already drawn in yellow, but you can't really see it. And support, there's actually support a bit higher up still as well. So there's, I mean, it's got support. It's got support quite high actually. So if you're lucky to get down here into this box, I think it's a good bid on ARPA, because the daily is cooling and it's still getting good volume. It's got negative funding rates. Why not take the risk? Look at this. Look at this beta. This beta. You have a nice OB bid there. Go daily. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit messy because they're kind of like in the ribbon as well, if you're talking about this area. But yeah, I think a daily touch on here could provide a nice position. Support here. Why not give it a stab? Yeah, look at this beta tester. This beta bot that I've built got this position here. Trendline bot. This is the trend line, this thick green line, 1, 2, and then that's the third entry. There's no take profit sets on this. I've got this ratio take profit, which it basically like draws lines, but you can't see it at the moment. But yeah, let's just turn that off. We don't need to go over this right now. It's coming up to 2:30 now. We're going to start wrapping this up. Yeah, so ARPA, I like it there, but also it's got support. It's got support all up here as well. So if ARPA starts getting above the 15-minute around this area and getting above the 4-hour around this area, then maybe ARPA's going to start reversing now because it has got higher support up here. But I would love to see it come down to this area. That would be brilliant. Let's put an alarm here for ARPA and get you on the green list. How many more? Okay, not many more to go. Magma Finance. Literally 5-year-olds are making these companies. IOTA order has been filled. IOTA will probably visit the lower box. So I'll take a small L, and then at about 3:30 we might get that better entry. Yeah, so this one, you've got this downwards trend line, Magma. Can we get some facts and stats on Magma? I wish there was just like a bot that I would say, pull up the facts on Magma, and then it just like prints it on the screen or something like that. Magma. Like, do you know Joe Rogan has Jamie to pull up all of his stuff? Okay, Magma is a no-go, really, to be honest. It's got 2 mil volume and 17 market cap. Why is this on my list today? This should not be in the list today. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. There's nothing about Magma. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing, there's nothing about Magma that is good to me. That's Magma. Goodbye. Unless I'm on the wrong list. Enzo. Am I on the right list? This is the right list. Enzo. Wow. You are returning like a phoenix. Getting above the 4-hour right now, Enzo. Probably respecting the 1 hour. Looks like it wants to retest the 4-hour potentially. And then this is kind of looking like maybe looking like Pendle or something. I'm not too sure, but the range is being formed. The range high is up near the daily, which would be a lovely trade. Look at my bot, got that entry there. And then because we've not put a take profit target, the stop loss hit here. But yeah, so we've got this trend line. We've got the 4-hour. Let's dip it down into a lower time frame. 15-minute it's coming to the 15-minute. This is hot. This is hot. The 15-minute and the 4-hour are aligning right here. So this could be a very quick trade, this one. We've got this support here, which is lining up. Let's give me a daily. Give me some daily support resistance. The daily is above it, so that would be your first target. Get above the daily. And then the weekly. I can't even see a weekly. Have we got a weekly on another chart? There is no such thing as a weekly on Enzo right now. We need some information on Enzo. Let's get in. Double the volume. This is tiny market cap as well, guys. So, play this carefully. Enzo is a $12 million market cap, $24 million volume. So it's getting double the volume. And Enzo funding rate is going to turn red soon on all the main exchanges, apparently. So Enzo, is your time to shine from the bottom now. It could be one of those ones that chops around down here for a little bit, sets its range, starts putting in some higher lows, and then goes. Come up to the daily, reject, put in a higher low down here somewhere. Yeah, Enzo, I quite like Enzo, but it's a very small market cap. But if we can get the manipulators on it, is Enzo, who is doing Enzo? Who are you? Who's controlling you? Who do you work for? Upbit is number 3. Wait, no, Upbit is number 1. The Koreans. You're working for the Koreans, Enzo. I know your game. So if Enzo can start getting above these areas, then Enzo, we will work with you. I will betray my country with you. But it has got some resistance to get above. And yeah, it's got this resistance. But keep an eye on Enzo, because if the Koreans really do want to send this, then they could send this. Because this one didn't really have its time to pump, you know. It's really just been down only. I think I remember trying to long this one up here. And I got stopped out when really it was all about the shorts. But I was working at that time. I was working, not trading. River. I'm going to come to River. I had a quick look at River. They want you to think funding's calling off, Mohammed, but you know what they'll do. Mohammed, I saw your name on the funding pips leadership board. What is that? Yeah, what is that? Enzo on. Oh yeah, we looked at this one the other day. What's it been doing? Oh wow. Oh wow. I know this one has potential. This one has potential. The daily has been retested as we speak. The line in the sand has been drawn. The percentage is 3% below. I think we actually spoke about this one yesterday. The trend line is being respected. The 1 hour is being retested. You could take some stabs at this. This one's tiny as well. What's it called? Orochi. Yep, this one's getting double the volume to market cap, and I think Orochi, where are you? I don't think we can see the stats on this. Orochi, here we go. Oh, it's on Binance. Literally only on Binance, but you can trade this on Bitchnix and Blowfin. Ooh, it's only had green funding rates the whole time, pretty much. Maybe we need to go and look at the founders' tokens on this. Maybe the founders have a token release date coming up at some point. But this one's respecting this. If this one can get some volume behind it, where are we going? We're going high. I don't know. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how old this coin is. Let me see. This one was a Christmas gift. It came out on the 24th, I think. Oh, no. No, this one came out on the 3rd of November. Oh, my God. It's literally just been in a huge... It's just been in a huge accumulation for so long. I mean, look at that. What is this thing? Is this thing just like stable at $1 or something? Is this like a dollar coin? Oh no, not $1, a 10-cent coin. I don't know what this pile of shit is. I don't know what this pile of shit is, but I think this is actually... Yeah, I don't know what this pile of shit is, but I think something weird is going on with this. You can't deny that. This is like a sitting time bomb or something. This is like... This is like a dormant assassin or something. Who the fuck does Arachi work for? It's a little pancake bitch. I don't know what's going on with this coin, but I'm watching it. I'm not sure about accumulating a position on it, but watch this one, seriously. Something weird is going on with it. Like someone's accumulating down here. And the volume is picking up recently. What is going on with this one? I'll do some more research on this one. It does look scammy, but something's going on with it. Like, you could probably make money on this coin just bidding. Look. Right. It is actually getting above the daily now, though. This whole time it's not been above the daily, but now it is getting above the daily. And I think... Fucking hell. I think... I might actually start getting a little position on this shit coin. It's got a $15 million market cap. Will any of you trade this coin? Getting above the 4 hour, getting above the daily, trying to get above the 15 minute. I'm probably wasting too much time on this, but you can't deny something is going on. A sweep of the people that are in here. Show me the ratio. Okay, 78% of longs, maybe not. But it's probably not got much going on. 2.4 million open interest. That's like a high percentage, really, considering. I don't know on this one. I've wasted too much time on this one. I'm not sure. Maybe take a few stabs. Maybe. We've got a trend line here. Another trend line above. It's squeezing. Something's happening soon. It's squeezing between these trend lines. We got the classic eagle's beak forming. An eagle's beak. Alright, moving on. Sonic, you are... Oh, God, you are just really, really just the worst. The old Phantom. There's people out there that still hold Phantom to this day. Where will you stop? When will you stop dumping? When will you stop going down? I'm not too interested in Sonic. I'm not into catching knives, but it really is dying. I want to see Phantom. I need the Phantom chart because I've not got the history on this. Sonic, I don't want you green. Soph maybe double bottoming. Can you see that? Soph maybe double bottoming. We could see lower prices. Market's taking a dump. Oh, is it really? Show me, Rachel. Yep, rejecting right where we said, eh? Right where we said. But support is here. So as I said, on a Thursday, this is what usually happens. You think, oh, I'm safe in my short. And then, boom, up. And then maybe 5 o'clock, you're feeling quite confident. Maybe we'll come down to the bottom of the 4 hour. Bitcoin is getting lower. Maybe down to the 50% line here. Silver going back up. So it looks like there's a bit of a correlation between silver going up, your US 500 going down. I'm not going to start saying shit like that. I don't know. Pax G. You know when Pax G moves up though, Bitcoin goes down. And Pax G is sitting after closing below the 15-minute. Double tops area on it. I've not got the right chart up, so I can't see history, but we've got this cluster. Let's just take this whole cluster. And if you just are looking here locally, resistance. So maybe we will see it reject and then come back down to the 4 hour area, back down to this area for a retest. What is the trades looking like? Okay, the IOTA trade is slightly red at the moment. So I think those lower boxes that we said are going to be the areas to bid. Pendle holding the daily right now. Inside the 1 hour right now, trying to hold. We are looking at this area here. And then if that rejects, it's going to be this red area. Depends how big this dump is. ARPA is getting into areas. This coin's unaffected because it's so stupid. Enzo. Okay, let's start wrapping this up now, guys. Where did we get to? Enzo on Sonic. Soph. Okay, so Soph is potential double, triple bottom trend line here. Inside a huge OB area. It's showing something and it's forming a range. So, and if this could sweep this bottom of this range. Show me funding rates. Slightly red funding rates on hyper liquid and stuff. And it's getting above volume to market cap ratio. So Soph could actually provide green P&L today at these low levels as well. It could be one to hold right up to the daily, to the 4 hour at least. So yeah, watch Soph. Lab, you are chopping hard. The daily is down here. It's coming up to the 1 hour. If it rejects off the 1 hour, you could short this. The 1 hour and the 4 hour are lining up for a short potentially on Lab. But there's another small market cap coin. Be careful. And this stake stone is getting below the daily right now. And it is looking like a just pure scam up and down. It's in an area of support though. It's coming into an area of support. I don't know on this one. I don't know, but I'm going to mark it. I'm going to keep an eye on it and set some alerts. Right. What about gold? I love gold. I don't actually have gold on my list of staples. It should be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gold. Well, what can you say? For such a young man as well. Elijah, how old are you again? For such a young man loving gold. You are wise beyond your years. Okay, gold. What are we looking at? up and to the right. I don't know what I would do. Maybe come back and retest this at some point. I don't know. How high will gold go? 2017 is when I started investing at a younger age. So 4 times your money on gold. Nearly a 4x. What do you think of gold, Elijah? Because although it's doing good, you really do have to... well, actually, with leverage, it doesn't really matter, does it? Really respecting this indicator, isn't it? This indicator that MW has gifted us is a life-changing indicator. Seriously. So gold did not visit the daily for a while, and as it keeps getting vertical and vertical, you know it's going to have one of these. It's getting up there, isn't it? It's getting up to an area trendline resistance. 19, yeah, you're pretty young, bro. Young and investing or trading. It's good to see. Okay, so we're going to be wrapping up here for today. The overall sentiment is what I'm thinking, looking at the US 500, is I would want lower prices. Okay, I want lower prices because I have shorts running in UK 100 and I have a short DCA position. Not a big position now on the US 500. I think it's actually green now on this OB bid. Where is it? Prime. Oh, I don't know where my Prime XBT is. Anyway, let's finish this up. The short is running on US 500. We are retesting lower time frame ribbons. How it acts inside this daily 4-hour ribbon is going to be very important today. Thursday fuckery. Remember that. Thursday fuckery is always a thing. So if you do have a short position running, I think maybe shave some profits. Gold follows PAX. PAX is gold, isn't it? PAX G is gold. I'm not too clued up on traditional stuff, to be honest. What PAX did you mean? I want to start. I'm going to start when this new thing that MW is talking about. I want to start trading traditionals, and in a KYC environment with USDT, that is ideal. Yeah, so we'll be doing that as well. I'm going to literally carbon copy my man. I am like this. I'm the Temu version of MW. Well done. You're tuning into Temu MW. Oh yeah, a coin that I was trading. This was on MW's stream as well. A coin that I was trading yesterday that I just want to quickly look at is Bio. I had a position. I shaved some of my profits out yesterday, but I think I've got stopped at break even when I woke up and checked this morning. Let's see what it's doing right now. Up 6% today. Forming a range here on a daily. It's trying to get above the daily again. So, yeah, this one is trying to break out above this little OB. And if it does, then this could provide much gains. This could give much gains. Right, guys. Thanks for tuning in again today. This is our little list of coins today. Maybe we do get that little move up later. But be careful out there. Thursdays is fuckery. and I will be at the charts for a little while trying to get a position, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know. I don't normally trade Thursdays anyway for a reason. Thursdays is usually a day for the driving range or something like that. And so if it does do what I think it's going to do, which is return to the 4 hour and potentially bounce up, and then maybe give us bullishness. Oh yeah, I didn't check River. Sorry. I did not check River. River and that other coin, Mind or whatever it is. River. Wow. The wick on River. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Now, River, you are probably showing us an OB bid short, which is tested. Little cluster. See how excuse me, see how River reacts in this area? You are the king, Russ, for real. Oh, thanks, Elijah. You are the king, Elijah. We are all kings. We are all gods. Elijah, are you going to be trading today? Oh, that's crazy. Isn't it crazy how MW's indicator works? How did he come up with this? Someone. He worked with a team. He knows people in real life. The guy is a mysterious man. We need to tweet at Salsa to get her to share that Q&A. I want to see that. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is a clear close above this OB. So I think River still goes higher. And it came very close to this trend line. I said that this trend line was going to be the target. I should have had bids up here. He is a mysterious man, isn't he? He is worth multiple millions, no doubt. I reckon the guy must be worth, I think, over 100 million. That's what I honestly think. If I was good at marketing, I'd love to market him. The guy will absolutely change your brain on trading as well. It just takes a little while. It takes a little while to, yeah, 100 million at least, yeah. The way that he talks, he's got his team. I want to know his story. MW, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to say, MW, give someone else, give that guy a chance to Q&A you that works with you. Yeah, MW taught me everything pretty much. I used to know ICT concepts. So I got into crypto in 2017 and I did not trade. I used to try to trade. I couldn't trade. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything. It was just hodl. Hodl and get lucky. Be at the right place at the right time. But Mohammed, how old are you? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you would have been young. You would have been in your 20s as well. Be like Elijah's age. So, yeah, I was a hodl master. You know, I already told you before. I was a hodl guy, Ada fanboy, a few other little shitcoin bag holder, and then MW. Ever since the institutions got into this, there's no alt season. There's just pockets of coins moving up and cabals pumping coins. You know, that's how the game is played now, and you have to pivot. You can't be bag holding crypto now. You gotta be actively trading, whether it's swing trading on a 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 day time frame, or either actively trading every single day. I prefer to trade every single day because I don't really like sleeping with positions opened, and I don't like chase trading. That was something that MW. It was around that time that he was telling everyone about chase trading. I think that did more harm than good, to be honest. And I think his team profited massively from the. I think his team profited massively from the chase trading stuff. I'm not saying that he did anything intentionally, but I am saying him pointing the community of at least 5 to 10,000 active traders at very small alts probably didn't help the price going up. And he did say, make it very clear, if you don't have the skills, do not trade this. But if you got a load of newbie traders and and a lot of them do have like old crypto money just sitting about, and they're pointing it at these coins, then the manipulators are just going to keep riding it up until stop losses get rinsed up. And River will be no different. But I think actually the community has grown a lot more wise to those sort of trades, actually. And the ratio is dropping on River as well, so I think starting to scale in could be a good idea, but it has already had that sweep down to the 4 hour. Funding rates are still quite high at the moment. Liquidations, they're making money. They've rinsed out the longs now as well, actually. But more money is still being made rinsing out the shorts. So people did get wrecked on MYX. All of those manipulated coins, right back to Leia. I think Leia was one of the first ones to get like proper rung up by the Koreans. And he has said that he has Koreans that go into his chat. Okay, we've got S&P 500 moving lower. It's hitting an area. I'm probably going to start shaving some profits from these DCA trades as well. My UK 100 trade is moving down nicely. I love to see that. And I'm actually going to start shaving profits because as we go into Thursday, Friday is usually a bullish day. And then over the weekend could provide maybe a bit more of a spike up. But overall, bearish. What is Bitcoin up to? Okay, yeah, Bitcoin is moving lower into this green zone as well. So this could be it. The Thursday fuckery on a weekly time frame. We didn't even touch the weekly. Right, guys, I've said this a few times about wrapping up. I am actually going to wrap it up now. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to my streams, then give me a subscribe. Anyone that's watching on Kick, I'm probably not going to be streaming on Kick next week when my free trial on this StreamYard thing runs out. So you'll need to find my YouTube channel for a stream update. If you don't know about ribbon trading, you need to learn ribbon trading. It will change the way that you look at the charts, because then you can just do support, resistance, trendline, ribbons. And as we're moving into 3 o'clock now, see, look, we're moving down 3 o'clock, 3:30, we might start moving back up. So that's what I'll be looking out for. If that does not happen, then it'll be the evening, maybe going into 6, 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock. You might get the move up, but don't go trying to catch knives. Get above the 15 minute, get above the 1 hour, and make your trade more possible to win, and let the range play out a little bit. That's what I didn't do the other day. That's where I had to put in my journal, not enough patience, because I got things to do most evenings, so I want to get the trade in on the 3 o'clock session, but it doesn't always go like that. Right, guys, happy trading, peace out. Hopefully we see some green PNLs today. No rush.